This just, I don't know how this keeps happening. Shout out to Don, to Barry, and to Leroy. Is that your real name? I just don't meet that many Leroys. I grew up during the time I played World of Warcraft in high school. Leroy Jenkins, anyway, shout out Leroy. All of you with your tips, donations, thank you. And then I get this email from Anthony. Anthony asks you, I hope it's okay to name drop you. Sebs, what a great channel, thank you. It's very hard to just hit play. No, I'm very grateful for the life I didn't choose, I was just given. Right, if you're new here, by the way, I grew up in 6 different countries. What's remarkable is music is universal. Was a metal guitarist. I then moved to Utah when I was 15. I became friends with, what's up, babe? My daughter Penny is in here with me. I became friends with Polynesians. So we started doing like acoustic R&B stuff for the chicks. Then my senior year in high school, my choir teacher recruited me to join choir. He volunteered to personally coach me. I don't know. I think it was just, I had this fro in high school and it was, I don't know what he was looking for. But he had me join the Utah State vocal competitions. You don't win, you just get scores, 1 being the highest. And again, thanks to his coaching, I got 1s throughout the entire thing. So I got that's something fun to throw on my resume to get into college. But he taught me how to listen to music. And then I was a missionary for a while. So because of that, I feel like Steve Rogers, Captain America coming out of the ice. So this channel has been interesting because there's a lot of stuff I haven't checked out. So Anthony says, because I loved Year of the Cat by Al Stewart, who, here's a fun fact. I'm going to link below a video to a live performance of that because the guy that gifted me that Telecaster, my dream guitar for a long time, there was a performance of Al Stewart that the keyboard player, he had to substitute for him last minute. So in this video at 3:13, minute 3:13, that's Steve who gifted us the Telecaster. And apparently he got paid in beer worth every drop. So Steve, I hope it's okay to post that video. So anyway, going back to your email, Anthony, if you love that, how about listening to Baker Street by Gerry Rafferty, Gerry with a G? I guarantee 100% you will love it. Sorry if you've had this suggested a million times already. And let's check it out, bro. So what's insane is that the official music video has 34 million views. If I have to edit this video to, like blur out the audio visual component of this, I will, but I'm going to check out the official music video here. And I can't believe this has 34 million views. People clearly love it. And I have never heard of Gerry Rafferty. Scottish singer, songwriter, musician, record producer, founding member of Steelers Wheel. I don't know. Let's roll it. Comment down below. Why are you here? Let's check this out together. Very 70s, okay. Okay. I'm pausing. This is really quiet. I feel like I've heard that riff before.
Winding your way down on Baker Street, lighting your hand dead on
what a transition.
another crazy day. You'll drink the night away and forget about everything. This city doesn't make you
I'm liking and subscribing in the video.
it's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's taken you so long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything. You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now.
What a journey of a song.
Just one more year and then you'll be happy. But you're crying now.
It's beautiful. Love the repetition. Okay, we have to pause. Why is the saxophone such a sexy time sound? I see why you're saying, Ant, that because I loved Year of the Cat, why I would like this. It won the 1979 Ivor Novello Award. Don't know, I've never heard of those awards before, for best song musically and lyrically. The song is known for its saxophone riff. Yeah, I have heard that riff. So I don't know where. A lot of these things that are somewhat memorable, I like remember maybe a commercial or something that they were featured in. I don't know where I'm recognizing the riff from, but I've definitely have heard that riff before. But that chorus, I never would have thought was the same song as the riff. You used to think it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy. But you're trying now. Another year and then you'd be happy. Just one more year and then you'd be happy. But you're crying now. That is so good. It's just like a frustration. You chose this next, I don't know, part of life. You thought the grass was greener, but it's not. Oh man, this resonates and this hits home. This past year, I joined a different company for my day job, and this hits home, bro. There's a purpose for.
He opens the door, he's got that look on his face, and he asks you where you've been. You tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one-night stands, and then he'll settle down in some quiet little town and forget about it.
Gosh, the 70s had cool music.
But you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never gonna stop moving. 'Cause he's rolling, he's the rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining, it's a new morning. You're going, you're
nice. It's almost like when the saxophone and this guitar solo here, it's just with the music video, they're cut into the city, so it's like in the city, right? Things that are going down, that metropolitan life. This is a great solo. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Just first off, loved it. Absolutely loved that song. Just something's hitting me. It's how different the portion with the riff and the guitar playing are from then somewhat this verse, you know, the verse. And the only thing that comes close to like the chorus to me is when he's gonna start doing some repetition, right? Like the you're trying, that like right, that part. And then the second time cause he's rolling, I don't know. But I think those parts where he's repeating these words ending on moving, rolling, morning, I think those are the choruses. So the story that he's telling, again, these musical geniuses told stories not just lyrically, but then musically. They did all of these things on purpose. So I'm like, the story is, here he's painting this picture, right? Like, what is this? Right? And then, so in this, like this metropolitan place, he starts singing.
Light in your head and dead on your feet. Well, another
Painting the picture.
crazy day. You'll drink the night away and forget about it.
Sad picture.
This city desert makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul. And it's taken you so long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So yeah, again, the musical part, it's giving you the scene. Then there's a narration of what it's like in this, what's going on with the protagonist. And then it seems like this part is where he really goes into what is going deep inside the protagonist's heart. And it's sad here. I love this I love how he does that. So we keep zooming in into this hard thing he's going through. But then we come back. So then we go back to the sax solo. So we zoom out. Then comes back the narrator. The narrator's talking about he's got this dream, buying some land, gonna give up the booze one night stands. He'll settle down in a quiet little town. But then when you go to the protagonist himself, again, it sounds like he's still in distress, but when you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining. It's a new morning and you're going home. There's a story of someone in the thick of it, but it ends good. The sun is shining. It's a new morning. Rafferty wrote Baker Street while trying to extricate himself from his Steelers Wheels contracts. He was regularly traveling between his family home in Paisley, Scotland, and London, where he often stayed at a friend's flat on Baker Street in whatever that is. The resolution of Rafferty's legal and financial frustrations may have accounted for the exhilaration of the song's final verse. When you wake up, it's a new morning. His daughter, Martha, said that he could have also taken inspiration from a book he was reading while traveling, The Outsider, which explores ideas of alienation and creativity and a longing to be connected. Well, yeah, you can. Musical storytelling at its finest, man. And I cannot get the sax solo out of my head. There's an entire section on the saxophone riff for the song. The session musician was Raphael Ravenscroft. Billboard described it as the most recognizable sax riff in pop music history. It is said to have been, there's maybe a riff I could think of that kind of could compete with that. Ravenscroft was reportedly paid £27 for the session. Ravenscroft said listening to the song irritated him because he was out of tune. I don't know, man. It just, sometimes the authentic sounds better, even if out of tune. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where I've heard it, but I have for sure heard it. So that definitely speaks to the legendary status of that riff. Very cool. But I'm more obsessed with that lyrical. I just like the whole song, dude. It's going on my oldies playlist for sure. I really like that song. Guys, I probably made no sense in this video. So thank you for being here. As you guys know, why would you edit a reaction video, right? The whole purpose is, this is literally what happens when you watch the thing right away, right? But I am pretty, sleep deprived. We just had our third kid. So I'm sorry if I didn't make too much sense. Nonetheless, it feels awesome to sit down and really pay attention and explore music history. So thank you for joining me. So that's where I then pose the questions. What makes the sax piece so iconic? Where have I heard it? Right? Again, I'm recognizing it from somewhere. But what is it that makes this song so famous? Is it just a sax solo or is it something else? Comment down below. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. As always, we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.